The Eagles are at their best when they're aggressive, they're bold, and they take action. From the team, the players, to the coaches, to the GM. That's why I think Howie Roseman is about to shock all of us this season. Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. You know, when you think about 2017, you think about a Philadelphia Eagles team that was aggressive. When you think about 2022, you think about a Philadelphia Eagles team that was aggressive. This is our identity. Not just the players, not just the coaches, but the GM and the front office. So there is no reason to think that the Eagles are not going to be aggressive, bold, and do some things that are just going to blow us away this offseason. Pause. Now, before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, you like the content, make sure you hit that like button. More importantly, make sure you subscribe to the most censored, most throttled Eagles content creator in all of the internet. And if you've been subscribed for me for a while, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. What a great season this was. What a great last offseason. Listen, the last 6 years with you guys and all you OGs, it has been truly, truly amazing. The best subscribers in all the world. Thank you for all your support you give to me. It truly, truly means a lot. All I ask is you do one thing. Just double check. Double moonwalk check. Make sure you're still subscribed. The bell's still good. We're all good to go so you don't miss anything, because we are coming fast and furious this all season, because I'm not expecting a calm, peaceful off season where the Eagles are going to resign this player and they're going to resign this player and then they're going to sit quietly and let everything happen around them. That is not who the Eagles are. If you look at this team and you look at 2017 when we won the Super Bowl, the reason we went to the Super Bowl when we won the Super Bowl was because you had a front office, especially a Howie Roseman, a GM, who was aggressive, who went out there and did bold things, bold moves. What am I talking about? The year before in the draft, they trade 3 times in the first round to get Carson Wentz. That was a bold move, okay? Going out and getting guys like Alshon Jeffrey at the time, like Garrett Blunt. They did a lot of things. They were very aggressive, and then when they were on the field, they were aggressive. They wind up winning the Super Bowl. It isn't much different last year, what we just went through, even though we didn't win a Super Bowl, to what we did in 2017. That's the Eagles' identity. The identity is aggressiveness, attack, and being bold. Not just during games in the season, but in the off season as well. And we're going to talk more about it in a second. There's a few things that I want to talk about. So in this part of the video, I was going to talk about Vance Joseph, and I was going to talk about the 2 interviews that he had yesterday with the Eagles. But as I was getting ready to upload this video, of course, we had some breaking news regarding Vance Joseph. Vance Joseph will not be the Eagles' defensive coordinator. That's right, he will not be. He just took the job with the Denver Broncos. Vance Joseph hired as defensive coordinator under Sean Payton amid Eagles buzz. So Vance Joseph is going to be the defensive coordinator of the Denver Broncos, meaning the Eagles still are without one. Now the question is who are they going to hire? Is it going to be internal? What's going to happen? If I had to bet money right now, and I wouldn't bet a lot, but if I had to say who I think the favorite right now is for the defensive coordinator position, I think it's probably Sean Desai. That seems like the most logical person it could be. If it was me, and this is just me, I would get on the phone and I would call Rex Ryan. Let's bring Buddy Ball back. Let's bring Buddy Ryan's son back. We're getting Kelly Green jerseys next year. Why not? But Vance Joseph is going. I kind of was rooting for Vance Joseph a little bit to be the Eagles defensive coordinator. I really like his blitz rate. I really like the percentage that he blitzes. That always appeals to me. But it is what it is. So I'm betting. If I had to bet, I'm betting Sean Desai is going to get the defensive coordinator position, but we shall see. Either way, the Eagles still need to find a defensive coordinator. But, I just think I sit back here and I think about the Eagles all season like we're all doing, trying to figure out who they're going to keep, who they're not going to keep. And I just keep going back to what made the Eagles good. What made the Eagles good and go on a run in 2017? What made them good and go on a run in 2022? And it was simple. It was aggressiveness. They're aggressive, especially Howie Roseman, in the all-season to go out and get the pieces he needs to build a team was what got us going. It worked in 2017, and it worked in 2022. I mean, the first day of free agency, I'll never forget. It was a couple days before free agency started. We were doing a Philly Shakedown podcast, me and my man Joey Shake, shout out to him. A reminder, Philly Shakedown podcast will be tonight, so look for that. But I remember going and talking and going, Joey, I got a feeling they're going after Hassan Reddick. Oh, you think so? Yeah, I got a feeling. People say, nah, he's too small. They're not going to get him. That's not who they want. That's not what they need. And I said, I just got this feeling that Howie's going to make a move for him. And they did. And they got Hassan Reddick. Then they went and they traded for A.J. Brown. Everything the Eagles did was aggressive. It was aggressive. And then you look at 2017 after they won the Super Bowl, right? So the Eagles, they get to the Super Bowl. They win it in 2017 after being really aggressive in the offseason to get the right guys. What do after they win the Super Bowl? They start resigning a bunch of older players. They kind of took their foot off the gas for a few years there with being aggressive, okay? And then once they decided to be bold, make some bold moves, trade Carson Wentz, give Jalen Hurts the job, give him an opportunity, go out and get guys and pieces like Hassan Reddick, A.J. Brown, draft guys like Landon Dickerson, Devontae Smith. When they started to be bold and aggressive, all of a sudden you saw the Eagles, who won a Super Bowl by being aggressive and then kind of take their foot off the gas in 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. Then all of a sudden, boom, 2022, they get aggressive. Boom, they're right back in the Super Bowl. Howie Roseman knows this. He knows what their identity is. He knows what they need to do. He knows that this team has to be aggressive. He has to be aggressive this offseason. So when I do a video like yesterday and I'm talking about the possibilities of a Saquon Barkley, although it doesn't seem like it's something the Eagles do and it's kind of out of left field and probably not something that I even think is really going to happen. But I think the mindset of Howie Roseman is accurate, okay? The Eagles are going to make moves this offseason that are going to blow us all away. They're going to shock us. We're not expecting some of the things that are going to happen. And I think it has a lot to do with the lessons that were learned after 2017 and 2018, after 2018 when they won the Super Bowl, right? They won the Super Bowl, like I said, they took their foot off the gas. They started rewarding guys, giving guys contracts that didn't need it. They were older. And I go back to what Bill Belichick said after his team wins Super Bowls. He tries to cut 30% of the roster and get guys that are in there that are hungry. Howie made a mistake in 2018, 2019. He made a mistake. He knows it. He knows he did. And here's the thing with Howie. He learns from his mistakes. I think Howie knows that he cannot, and if you're asking me what is the lesson, 500, the lesson is this. You can't take your foot off the gas. You can't stop being aggressive. Whether you get to the Super Bowl and you win it or not, you have to remain aggressive. You have to remain being bold and making moves to bring in players that are hungry, that want to win, and that are a good fit for your team. If the Eagles go out and just resign everybody that was there last year, I don't think it's enough. The Eagles are going to have to do some things that people are not expecting. Some bold moves, and they're going to be moves that may shock us at first. But in the long run, we're going to sit back and go, you know what? I didn't think that was the right move at the time, or I didn't see that move coming. But man, what a great move that is. You know, and what am I talking about? What could it be? I mean, it could be 1,000 things. It could be making certain draft day trades. Maybe we're all expecting the Eagles to either pick at 10 or trade back, right? What if they move up in the draft and trade up? A lot of people aren't expecting that. I've heard no talk of the Eagles trading up from the top 10, because we all think that they're just happy to be at the 10, or they're going to trade back for more picks, because that's what Howie did in the past. But that may not be what the Eagles need now. I know that the Eagles, and I know Howie, is going to identify what they need to do, and it's going to be some bold things. Maybe it is going out and getting a running back. I don't know. But I do know that I don't expect this offseason to be about just signing Jalen Hurts and then going out and re-signing a couple guys and then trying to make a run with what you have. I don't expect that. I expect there to be some big changes, some big turnovers, all while keeping the nucleus you have. Howie Roseman is not going to make the same mistake he made after winning the Super Bowl in 2017. He's going to come out, he's going to be aggressive. I think there's some big moves to be made, okay? I think you have a situation at cornerback. You might lose James Bradbury. Would the Eagles have the balls to go out and try to trade for a guy like Jalen Ramsey or something like that after they lose Bradbury? Would they trade a Darius Slay and keep Bradbury? I think it's going to be something that's going to shock us. Would they go after a Saquon Barkley? Is that something that the Eagles could actually do? Somebody even said, watch out for Derrick Henry. He may get traded. I don't know if that'll happen. But all I can say is, whatever they got planning, none of us are expecting. This is what makes the Eagles so great. This is what makes them so fun to watch, so fun to cover, because you always know they're going to be doing something. Somebody said to me, they said, the Eagles are linked to everybody. Every player that comes out, they're always linked to. And I said, yeah, but that's because they're in on everything. They're always trying to get better. They're always staying aggressive. They're always hungry. And I think that's the right move. What these results are going to be, is it going to be a Saquon Barkley, you bring him in, or you keep Miles Sanders, or you trade for somebody we're not expecting? I don't know. But I do know that it's going to happen. And the Eagles, in order to get back to the Super Bowl, they have to be more aggressive than they have to be as aggressive as they were last year, in my opinion. Okay, you can't just try to resign guys and then bring back pretty much the same team. I think you have to make a little more adjustments than that. And as I said in previous videos, the NFC is wide open. It is wide open. Brady is gone. Looks like Aaron Rodgers could be gone. Who are the teams in the NFC that really scares you? 49ers are going to be good. I think they'll be good. I hate Dallas, but I think if Dallas goes out and, depending upon what they do this offseason, if they add some weapons, I think they'll once again be at the top of the NFC too. So you're looking at 2 or 3 teams in the NFC conference. The rest of the teams, I don't think they got a chance. The Eagles, with a few good moves, they're right back in this thing. I think the Eagles are the best team in the conference right now. Whatever they got planned, whatever Howie is going to do, it's going to not be just simple, we sign this player, we sign that player. They are going to do some bold things here. They are going to do some things we don't see coming. And it's exciting. And they've got to. They've got to do some stuff. Stay aggressive. Stay bold. Go out and get the guys you need. Make moves that nobody sees coming, because when you've done that, when the Eagles have done that, especially under Howie Roseman, they go to Super Bowls. Every time they take their foot off the gas a little bit, they don't. So hopefully they've learned their lesson. We're going to find out. It's going to be interesting. I know Jalen Hurts is going to get a contract. There's no question about that. But I think they'll be set up in a way which will give the Eagles some money. You hear this cat crying, I got to let him out. Let her out. But I think his contract will be structured in the right way, in which it'll allow us to make some moves this season. We will find out. We will see. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think the Eagles are going to just sit calmly and re-sign guys? Or do you expect moves out of left field that nobody sees coming? Because that's what Howie Roseman does. That's what he does. That's what the Eagles do when they're at their best. When their front office is aggressive and they're bold and they do things like that, they go to Super Bowls. We got to continue that trend. With that said, take care. Talk to you later, of course. Don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's Howie Vision. We're all just living in it. So I thought it was kind of interesting. The 2023 NFL MVP odds came out. This is from betonline.ag. I wanted to kind of go over some of these with you. Tell me what you guys think, okay? So Patrick Mahomes, 5-1 odds. That makes sense. I have no issue with that. Joe Burrow, 6-1. Okay, fine. Jalen Hurts, 8-1 to win MVP. He's number 3 on that list. Then you get Josh Allen 10-1, Herbert 14-1, Tua 14-1, Rodgers 16-1. I don't know how Rodgers could be 16-1. We don't even know where he's going to play. Lamar Jackson 18-1, and then Trevor Lawrence 18-1. So that's kind of interesting. Really, when you look at all these teams, except for Hurts and Rodgers, they're all AFC teams. I will say this, though. I think Jalen Hurts has a great shot, especially if we up that running game, like I said. Jalen Hurts is going to have a huge year next year, especially with Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown coming back for year number 2. It's going to be fantastic. With that said, Denzel Washington out.